After 3 years of sometimes hard work, sometimes really lazy videos, other times videos I'm not so proud of because they're not that good, I'm here. The elusive 1K, maybe not so elusive, especially these days, the days of YouTube. So maybe it's actually not as elusive as I'm saying it is. Either way, the 1K club means a lot to me. In YouTube standards, it's like jack shit. It means nothing, except for the fact that I can use a community tab, which is nice now. Other than that, it basically means nothing. But for me, who started this channel on a whim, a few months removed from a really bad spell with depression and all that stuff, it's a big deal that here there's a little over 1,000 people give a shit about what I have to say about random animes and movies and video games and what have you. So I thought, what better way to celebrate is there than to bring back the event that has been a staple of my channel. It's one of the staples alongside the Gintama reviews, Gintama minute reviews, Super Duper Simplified, stuff like that. Stuff I've been doing on my channel for a long time. And every once in a while when I hit a subscriber milestone, I would always do Gintamania. So if you're not aware of what Gintamania is, so if you are a recent subscriber who has not seen some of my Gintama content from before, so you might not be a Gintama fan, or maybe you're a recent Gintama fan and you don't know that I did Gintama stuff. Either way, in WWE 2K18, so it's kind of old now, but I guess it was kind of new when I started it. In WWE 2K18, I created 30 male characters and 9 female characters. So the reason that there's so many more male characters is because there's a Royal Rumble function. That's where basically superstars come in one by one, one after the other, and they have to throw themselves over the top rope of the ring to get eliminated. So you can have, tons of guys in the ring at the same time. But because in real life, the Women's Royal Rumble in WWE didn't start until 2018, WWE 2K18, which probably came out in like September of 2017, didn't have the Women's Royal Rumble mode. So I have to settle for like 8-woman battle royales or 6-woman, like elimination chambers and stuff like that. So that's kind of unfortunate. And if I wanted a Women's Royal Rumble, I would have to get a newer game, which I do. I have WWE 2K20. But I would have to make all the characters again from scratch to do Gintamania, and just thinking of that is a nightmare. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry, but it took me long enough to make the 39, 40 people I have for Gintama in 2K18. So the prospect of doing that all again in another game, nah. But this one, it's special. This one, it marks 1,000 subscribers, and Gintamania, regardless of how tired everyone else may be about it, is one of my favorite traditions on the channel. I love Gintamania. It's so much fun, and especially now, because in the year 2020, I've really reemerged into wrestling fandom in real life. So I thought it would be really cool. So now I'm even more enthusiastic about doing this, because when I started this back in like 2017 or 18, I was kind of out of the wrestling scene, right? But this year in 2020, I've really gotten back into wrestling. So in this Gintamania, I'm kind of pumped for it, because now I got wrestling fandom and I got Gintama fandom at the same time, and they're going to come together for this monumentous occasion to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, which means a lot to me. So on this day, 30 male characters are going to battle it out for the title of Gintamaniac. It's a stupid title, but I don't care. I love it. And the 6 to 8 female competitors will fight for the title of Gintawomaniac. So I don't care about any criticisms you have for that title, because I love it. There's also a few additional things. I downloaded some characters back before they shut down the online. So I downloaded some random like anime characters. And I also made later on, like a few years later, I made like 10 Yakuza characters from the Yakuza series. So if you like the Yakuza games, there's a section there. So basically, the match card is I always open with the men's Royal Rumble. That's how I start every single time. So 30-man Royal Rumble. Then I do the women's tournament. Sometimes I just throw them all in one match, and other times I've done like a tournament. It's just because now there's like 9, and there's no 9-woman tournament, so I have to do like some sort of preliminary round before I do like a proper thing. So there might be a preliminary match for the women's tournament right after the men's Royal Rumble, and then there'll be the actual women's tournament, which will probably be like an 8-woman battle royale, I'm guessing, or a 6-woman elimination chamber, whichever I decide. After that will be a quick 10-man Yakuza character Royal Rumble. So if you're a fan of the Yakuza games, that's right up your alley. And then the second last match of the day will be the winner of the men's Gintama Royal Rumble and the men's Yakuza Royal Rumble in a 1-on-1 slugfest. And to end the night, we'll do a mixed showcase of Gintama characters we saw before and the downloaded characters that I managed to grab before the server shut down. So that'll be kind of the closing showcase, and that'll be Gintamania. So there isn't really much I can do to deviate from the ones before. Again, because I can't be bothered to make all 40 characters again, although it would be nice on 2K20 to be able to download characters again, because there's probably so many cool characters I can download these days. But it is what it is. And join me for one of my favorite traditions on this channel, regardless, on the veritable speck of social media that we're on in this channel right here. The crumb. This channel is basically a crumb in the grand YouTube landscape. But for me, Gintamania is huge. It's like a sporting event. It's like a huge concert. It's one of my favorite things to do every few, once or twice a year. It's big to me, and it's like one of my favorite things that I've made, and one of my favorite things to have and interact with my subscribers and just anyone who stumbles upon the stream, because every once in a while a random person might come on the stream, or maybe my new subscribers, stuff like that. So it's always fun. I hope you join me on this day, and I'll see you at Gintamania 1K.